Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my first video and I'm going to start this with Apache JMeter. So what is Apache JMeter? Apache JMeter is a powerful open source tool for performance testing. If you ever wondered how to test whether your application can handle thousands of users, this video is for you. Okay. So this is my first video, and first thing I'm going to show you how to get JMeter into your system. The first step. I explain you what JMeter is. JMeter is just a testing tool for uh, testing the load, how when we apply load to our system, how my system is responding and what I need to tune my system so that it can cater up to the traffic which may be in multiple thousands or lakhs of users. So first thing, how to get JMeter. So what we need to do, we have to hit into our browser. So in my case I have just opened Google Chrome. What I'll do, I'll first type Apache JMeter. I will hit enter. The first website which is coming, it is coming directly from Apache Foundation. So I'll just, and this is the first, just like a general documentation page. So here, if you have free time, you can go through it. Otherwise, since our objective is to download the tool, so I'll directly go to download release. I'll hit enter. And here, if you see, there are binary and source folder. So the first folder, which is this binary, I just need to hit enter here. Now, if you see, the download has started in the background. If I want to see the progress, I'll just click here. This is this totally 83.4 MB file and it is downloading. Let it get downloaded. Till now I can show you. So this is the website. Complete documentation of Apache JMeter you can find out here. So let's say you want to find out what are the components of JMeter, the building blocks. So there is a this site component reference. You can click on this if you want to understand functions, various functions JMeter provide. These functions, let's say I'm running a test where I need to print out today's date, time, or I need to capture something. So for all of these things, there are functions. These functions are same functions like we have in C, Java, and other languages, where you just call the function and it will do the job. So since we have downloaded the file, I'll go here and I'll click on this one. I came to my download folder. I'll just do Control X and I'll go to my desktop because I just want to be a little clear. Now here what I have to do, I'll just click on this and then I'll extract the file. It is a zip folder. So let me extract it on my desktop only. I just hit extract and here it is up to 143 MB of size. So it is extracting, let it extract. So one thing I just want to explain here that JMeter is actually just a jar file. You don't need to install anything. You just have to have the folders of this jar file. Supporting files and library files all are there. So let's say we just open, I'll just go inside. And here if you see, this is what is Apache JMeter. Here you can find library file licenses, docs, extras and binary folders. So in order to launch JMeter, we need to go to binary folders. Here also you can find that .exe file, but what I'll do, I'll just click on this just to save my time and I'll select Windows batch file. This JMeter, this is our file which will invoke the JMeter tool. So I'll just double click on this and let's see, it is asking for me to run this one since it is coming from Apache Foundation, so we can run it. There is no security or any kind of malicious lines of code here, at least it is not reported till now. And I'll just see this file, the one which just came, this is Apache JMeter. I'll just maximize it. So this is the home page of JMeter. When the tool is launched successfully, this is what it will come. And if you see, this is a command line, these are separate instructions are there. So this is Apache JMeter GUI, graphical user interface. Now here what I want to tell you, there are multiple options you can see here. This is a file, edit, search, that is just normal. I can explain one by one into our upcoming videos. Here I just want to keep things simple. So this test plan, this is a root element in JMeter. Any kind of application has a root element from where the things start. So this test plan is a root element. Now on top of this, you have to add other elements if you want to create a proper test plan. So I'll just right click, I'll go to add, and here a thread. Thread is basically where you design your scenario, how many users you want, what is the ramp up, ramp down, steady state. So all these are little technical terms for outsiders, maybe for performance testers, they understand. I'll explain all these things in my upcoming videos. So here I'll just come to this thread. I'll go here, I'll select this thread group. Here if you see, as I say, the number of concurrent users you can decide. Let's say you want to run your test with 5, you want to run with 10, you want to run with 50, Any concurrent user number you can give here, ramp up period is there, loop count, all this one by one, all parameter, what it means, what is the significance, I'll explain you in my upcoming videos. I'll just go to my just the basic element. So this is the first basic element, thread group. For number of user, in order to achieve concurrency, we need to use this element. Then I will right click, I'll go to add, and I'll go to sampler. In sampler, if you see, there are these many options. All these options I'll explain one by one, but the most basic is HTTP request. So this element we use to generate a request. We want to hit a HTTP server. So in that case, we need this sampler. Here you can design your protocol, HTTP, HTTPS, secure, server address, all these parameters will fill. And what is the kind of this HTTP, whether it's a gate, post, put, head, all these functions will select here. And after this, this is a request body. And these days, every request has a header as well. So for that, we'll go to config element, and here if you find this is a HTTP header management, here you can add and you can give your header whatever like this. Even JWT token, which we use for authentication, we need to define here only. You can just click on add and we can add here. But as of now, I'll explain you all in detail. I'm going to delete it because we don't need. And after header manager, all you need to do is to go, and we want to know the response of my request. So for that, we have a listener element. So for listener, when you are creating a script or when you are debugging a script, it's better, advisable that you select this one, view results tree. So here it will enumerate all your requests, which is part of your test plan, and the corresponding responses and all here. So it is very easy for debugging. So this is the most basic test plan. How many are there? There are 5 elements. Your test plan is the root one. Then you come to thread group, where you design how many number of users you are going to run and how you are going to run. Then your request, basically this element will generate the request to your destination server. This is the header that you want to pass with this request. And then this element will show you the response of the request, what the server is throwing. It can be successful, it can be a failure, anything can come. So basically you need to debug. So this is the most easiest, simplest, fundamental test plan. Moving forward, I'll explain all of these elements. Let's say if I click on this thread group and go, if you see all these elements, these are basic element and they have some child elements. Each and every child element we use for different. So here you can see SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol sampler. OS sampler we basically use for when we want to test a batch file. For that we use OS process sampler. TCP samplers are the JUnit, JMS, Java messaging services, file transfer protocol, and all this flowchart action, control action, sorry. So all these things I'll explain one by one in our upcoming videos. Till now I'll just, and one more important thing is this logic controller. If you want to implement looping kind of a thing, if else condition, do while and all, you can use these elements. So these are all predefined elements. You don't have to define them, just use it and implement your logic. So this is the most basic JMeter video. Is my first video I just recorded to show how we can have an install. It takes hardly 2 to 3 minutes to get JMeter into our system. So I'll end this video here. If you like this video, this is just a beginning of JMeter tutorial. If you like this one, please subscribe to my channel, and in my upcoming videos I'll explain each and everything in more details. And one more thing I just want to add, that JMeter, people think that it does not generate a comprehensive report, but that is a thing of past. Now JMeter has this generate HTML report. You just have to click here. User property, again it is already predefined, you don't have to change anything, just hit user property. Here user property has basically all the reporting definition, what are the dimension, how we want to create our report, what are the graphs and all things are predefined. After having user property, you have to select your JTL file, which is basically your test logs, create output directory and hit enter. It will generate a report which is HTML, very comprehensive with the graphs as well as data for better visibility. So that's it. I'll be ending my video here. If you please go ahead, give a comment, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll create another video with all the different elements and how to use that. Thank you so much.